Hey y'all, Storm here, welcome to another RPG Maker tutorial. This time we'll be talking about the Buffer status effect from Slay the Spire. Now the Buffer status effect blocks any damage that's greater than 0. And, well, it'll remove 1 stack of buffer from the target. Well, the target that got damaged with an attack. However, I did originally think that it was going to be similar to Hearthstone's Divine Shield. However, I realized that what differentiates that from this is, well, the fact that the state can stack. So we're going to be achieving an effect like that today, using only the Buff&States core. So yeah, basically that's about it. We'll be going to our demonstration first, as it has been for these past tutorials. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, here we are in the demonstration. Well, first of all, you can see that I already have a state on Runefire, that state being buffer, but I wanted to demonstrate how it actually does stack. So as you can see, we have 1 on our counter. It's not a turn counter per se, it's a counter that I established through the state notes, which we will discuss later. But for now, we're using our skill called Glass Shield, which will apply buffer to an ally, but, well, it's more like it adds 1 stack of buffer. If you don't have buffer already, then you just have buffer in general. So we're using Glass Shield on Fire, and we'll have 2 stacks. So this enemy just attacked, and we were at 2 stacks. However, we have now decreased to 1. Because 2 minus 1 is 1. But you already knew that. We go into our Glass Shield skill, using it once more, showing off the effect. We're going from 1 to 2, and going back to 1. As you can see, animation plays every time we use, every time we block an attack. That's not really important, but I will show you how to do an animation within a state later on, just in case you don't know how to do it. I'll just be defending right now. So now that animation played, our buffer state is no longer here. It is non-existent, and it's just gone. And if we use Glass Shield once more, you can see that it applies our count. Well, it sets our counter immediately to 1. So we will be discussing that immediately, as in right now. Alright, here we are in our states. We have 1 to go over, and skills don't really matter because Glass Shield was legitimately made like 10 minutes ago. So here we have our buffer stats effect. Nothing really important here except the fact that it's not limited by turns, it's limited by the number of attacks a user suffers. So we're starting off with our custom apply effect. What do you call this? Custom apply effect section. So we're gonna have this conditional branch, which I have gotten assistance from a forum post, which I will be linking in the description. If the user does not have a state counter for state 115, because apply effect, well, I guess I should explain what apply effect is. Apply effect begins once the state is added to an actor or a unit in general. So at that point, when the state gets applied to someone, if this state does not have any, state counter, we'll be setting state 115, which is this exact state, which 115 will be used a lot throughout this entire no tag box. User will set the state counter of 115 to 1. Set state counter and get state counter are both from Buff&States core, which is why we need it. Otherwise, we'll be adding to the state counter. 1 to be more specific. So again, as the example showed, you add 1 and get 2 if you don't get attacked. Pretty basic stuff. Now we go into our custom react effect, which is a little bit more confusing. React effect happens when you get attacked, I think. Or, I think maybe it's when you get selected from an action. If the value, so value is actually how much damage an attack does. So if the value of that particular attack that the unit will suffer is greater than 0, and this is an HP effect. By the way, this conditional branch was sourced from Magic Guard. the magic guard tips and tricks, which is why it looks very similar up here. But I think it has to be really similar anyways. We'll be setting values to 0, so we can mitigate all damage. Then we'll have another conditional branch. If the target state counter of state idea, which is again 115, I'm pretty sure I can just put 115 there, but it doesn't really matter, is greater than 1, aka something like 2, we'll be subtracting the state counter by 1. Then we'll be playing an animation. That particular shield animation that was popping up a bit in the tutorial. Otherwise, if it's not 1, or if it's not greater than 1, aka 1, because, well, there's no such thing as 0 in this particular state, the target will be removed in the state. Particularly 115, again, the state. I'll be starting animation. Other than that, not really much to go over. It's pretty simple, but, well, I'll talk about that in the outro. See you there. Alright, here we are in the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know, very short, but again, December, short tutorials. You get the gist of it already. This will be uploaded after Christmas, for me, at least, because I do not want to bombard people with triple uploads ever again. Like, triple uploads was only because my LP was taking way too long and I was skipping episodes. I was uploading episodes every other day before. Now I have to upload videos in advance, because, I don't know, uploading videos in advance seems like the way to go nowadays. Regardless, I was not expecting to do one about Slay the Spire. This was not one of my planned 4 tutorials. Actually, the only one that was planned and actually made into an actual tutorial was weapon weights and varying consecutive hits. So the next one, whatever it is I'm gonna be doing, because I'm not exactly completely sure about what's gonna be next. Yeah, of all things, Slay the Spire, it's a fun game. It's just that I've only played a little bit of it, but I thought Buffer was a neat idea. I might actually use it in my own game because it actually seems pretty useful if you just want to not have an overpowered defense skill. It's kind of like, I was gonna say it's kind of like Freeze from the Final Fantasy series, but that's insta-kill, not insta-protect. So yeah, not even close at all. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I will see you on the next one. So see you guys, stay safe.